Well, about as well as Stratus thrown this year, you think?
You know, it's those special moments. It's fun to coach when you get to coach elite players doing elite things. And I just, I didn't watch every college baseball game that was going on tonight, but I can tell you this: it's hard to imagine there are a lot of pitching performances like that going on in this country. I know he didn't have a lot of strikeouts; he only had seven. With the one walk, but they're an early contact club, and they weren't going to get to two strikes. That you just tell is part of their plan. And against Stratton, it's probably a good plan. But I tell you, I went out there in the ninth. I just said, "Hey, how much do we have left in the tank?" And at that point, I think he was at 87 or 88. He said, "I'm fine," as if like one of my daughters was telling me to leave their room. I mean, there was a lot of force in his voice to say, "I got this," and that's the man he's become. And I tell you, we got a long way to go. We got a bunch of starts for Chris Stratton, but what he's doing is elite right now.
Last year in Oxford, they stacked it with left-handers early. Did the same thing now with switch guys, but he's just a different guy tonight.
He's got pitches for left-handed hitters, and that's what makes him different. That's what separates him. He can go change up. He threw a two-seamer 90 miles an hour to one of the left-handers in the last inning. They just exploded. He's got pitches. He has worked so hard, and it's just fun to watch. And I tell you, the thing to me that I love the most about watching him pitch is I love the fact that all those freshmen, all those young arms sit right there and they sit in that bullpen and they say, that's what a Mississippi State pitcher is supposed to look like. That's how we execute pitches. And to me, there's so much in that. In the last 4 years, we hadn't had as much of that as we wanted to. And to see what he's doing right now just makes it all the more special for our club.
I know you have a specific game plan coming to the ballpark every night, though, but it seems like Mitch just said, I can put down any fingers I want, and Chris will throw it with confidence in the zone.
Yeah, but I tell you what, Mitch is making pretty good decisions, too. I mean, when you're sitting there with Butch, and out of 104 pitches thrown, we probably disagreed with about 3 of them, and probably all 3 of them were fastball ends, where we went fastball away with the two-seamer. But he threw a lot of fastballs tonight. He threw a lot of two-seam fastballs that are getting up, 90 and above, and that's special because the movement's creating the ground balls. I think we had 13 ground ball outs. We had the 2 double plays. Is that right? 13 ground ball outs, 2 double plays, and when a power arm is getting swings and misses, and he's getting that many ground balls, I would imagine calling pitches is fun.
In Jackson, Ole Miss do a lot of breaking stuff off the plate, and chased a good bit, got strikeouts, and they look like Wall tried to mix it up there. Everybody laid off that stuff.
Well, our goal with Wall was to get him to the 100-pitch mark as quick as possible. Although Greenwood's not a picnic, he's a really solid guy. He pitched really well against us down at Pearl, and he pitched really well on the weekends for them. I think that's kind of their plan, but Wall's on a little bit of a different level, and we were very fortunate. We had some ball force that haven't. Seems like the harder we hit balls, the more they get caught. We get fisted, and some balls fall for us. But you know what? We need some of that to happen for us. And you're playing at home, and you just kind of expect those things to happen for us. And so thank goodness it did, because our kids feel like as soon as Strat gets a lead, we're going to win the ball game.
So